Hello, today we are going to talk about how adult athletes train at Endurance Corner. When we talk about adult athletes, we often observe they do not have childhood background in the sport they are pursuing today. Hence, at Endurance Corner, long-term athlete framework is implemented for them. What is long-term athlete development framework? Long-term athlete development framework is a process which has multiple stages, and the athlete goes through all these stages. At every stage, he learns new aspects of the sport, develops new skills, and also develops the relative abilities required for doing the sport. So topics like performance improvement, winning races, achieving timed goals, season planning, training periodization, using specific methods like low heart rate training, power based training, all are part of the process. The question that stays throughout the process is, what does this athlete need at this point for his development? So, before answering the question, let's take a look at the stages of the long term athlete development framework process. There are five stages: building the base, learning to train, training to train, training to compete, and being active for life. First stage, the athlete develops basic skills, learns about the basic movement patterns, the coordination between them, uh, the required breathing, developing the joint health, and the other fundamentals of the sport. Um, so, in swimming, they will uh, learn technique, and they will do ABC drills in context of running and other physical fitness exercises that will build their general fitness and make them capable to do the sport without injury. In the second stage, learning to train, the athletes are introduced with the training plans, various types of workouts, hard, easy, threshold, and they learn about recovery and what performance is, what factors contribute effectively for recovery, and how performance is affected by recovery. So they also learn about the metabolic health uh, and how to align it for training. So in this stage, they start to following a particular structure, and then they are in a position to participate in an event and finish the event. So at the end of second stage, the athlete has learned how training works. He has converted his motivation into discipline, and now he is ready to build some serious endurance. At this point, he enters the third stage, training to train. The goal of this stage is to allow the athlete to train in cycles for extended period of times without breaking down, and while doing so, focus on identifying the max limits of his aerobic capacities and related thresholds, and make him reach those limits or near those limits, so that his efficiency increases as much as possible, and his performance potential increases accordingly. The ideal end to stage 3 is when the athlete reaches near the max limits of his capacities and thresholds, and also he is able to demonstrate excellent durability. But practically, the decision of ending this stage for an athlete has to be made by considering that the athlete is able to demonstrate acceptable durability and his expectations, aspirations, and his future vision about himself being in the sport. So, at the end of stage three, the athlete may choose to enter stage four, training to compete. He enters the stage four with a couple of performance goals, and he understands the demands of these goals. If there is any gap between his abilities and the demands of the goals, he can go back in the previous stages and gather the required abilities and skills and come back. Else, he can understand how he can address the goal demands by pacing, fueling, and goal specific strategies. And then he has to practice them. So once he completes achieving all his performance goals, he can exit this stage. So, talking about stage five now, if it was a linear progression through stages, the athlete can continue to train on his own and not participate in any competition and just stay active in the sport. If it was not a linear progression to stage five, then he can go back to the stage where he left from and continue the stage, complete it, and go to next stage or stay in that particular stage, or come back to stage five and just stay active. The other ways to stay active in this stage would be to do some related activities to the sport. So, for example, becoming a sports event organizer, or becoming a coach or a mentor, or opening a specific sports shop, and etc. So it is very important to assign the athlete an appropriate stage in the process to keep him safe and injury free. Keep him stay away from mental burnout or dropout, and this has to be done carefully by analyzing his training history, the lifestyle, the profession, and the medical situation. So, the adult athletes who are training at Endurance Corner are well protected from injury, burnout, and dropouts because they are placed in an appropriate stage in the long term athlete development framework process. They also continue to evolve for years together instead of just peaking for a few seasons or a particular race.